Hello and welcome back to the Convious Academy. If you're using dynamic pricing, we understand that you want to understand how our algorithm picks up on your perfect pricing configurations and how you can influence it to reach specific goals. Although we highly recommend trusting our Convious experts and the algorithm, which is basing its decisions on a growing load of your very own data, here's how to understand and edit your global pricing settings.
Navigate to your global pricings by choosing global pricing in the main menu on your left-hand side. You will now see the global pricing page with all its settings, as they were set based on your existing data, or if you're a new partner and we do not have much data about you yet, based on the information you deliver to us and the insights of your Convious experts. First off, we chose your venue type. Most likely, this will not change. This determines which industry data we use for determining your ideal price per day. Then we define the type of your venue. This helps to value the impact of weather. Next, you have to choose a goal from the drop-down menu. The most common goal is to optimize for revenue. But right now, we're optimizing for an even visitor distribution. Changing your goal may significantly impact your pricing and should not be taken lightly, but considered deeply, discussed internally, and not changed weekly. You can always also consult a Convious expert for more instructions. For the following configurations, the triangle marker will indicate the default industry value recommended by us. Define your audience location. Ask yourself, who are your visitors? Do you have mostly local visitors or are your tourists coming from the far? This information will help us value the importance of holidays to your venue and determine how much planning your guests may involve in their visit. Selecting the impact of temperature. This helps us to value the importance of it. Here it is important to move towards low for indoor venues and high for outdoor venues. If the toggle is in the middle, it means that the setting is not considered when calculating the price. Defining the impact of rain. Just as with temperature, this helps us to value the importance of it. In this case, rain is for indoor venues and dry is for outdoor venues. The notion is that for indoor venues, rainy and cold weather is preferred to the sunny weather and vice versa. Defining the average amount of days guests buy ticket in advance. This helps us to tune pricing based on time in advance. Data can define this very accurately. A rule of thumb, in many cases, this is usually about 3 to 4 days. Maybe you want to overwrite the importance of certain weekdays. Doing this will help us tune pricing based on your weekdays. Some might have higher importance, so setting higher prices makes more sense. This as well will mature as the algorithm picks up on your customers' behavior. Not all venues have weekends as their most popular days. Just as with the weekdays, you can also override month. This is to determine your higher and low season. If you want to play around with the setting and see the immediate impact, choose a category and a product. The calendar will update in real time as soon as you change the settings. If you want to start from scratch or try around with some pricing and see its impact, but you don't want to save them, there are two ways of resetting. Resetting to industry defaults and resetting to your previous settings. Be aware. Setting to industry defaults is not your previous setting. Resetting to industry default will set everything back to how we determine it per industry. You can only get back to your previous setting by clicking on Exit. If you want to save your changes, hit Save in the upper right corner.
To wrap this up, please remember, in many cases, the algorithm will know your customers better than you do because it tracks and correlates more factors than we do. Second, the algorithm is still learning and is getting better with every day and every customer. Third, give it time and learn, just as the algorithm learns. If you have any more questions about dynamic pricing or our algorithm, don't hesitate to get in touch with us. And tune in for the next Academy lesson.